Hey there, traders. Welcome back to forexpropfirm.com. I am Valentine, your host for today's discussion. We have a special guest joining us for an exclusive interview. Get ready to gain insider knowledge, learn proven strategies, and discover the secrets to trading success. So, sit back, relax, and let's dive into this insightful conversation with our guest trader. Get ready to take your trading to the next level. Let's turn our attention to our guest for today, Arnoud. Arnoud has a 50k funded account. Let's give a warm welcome to him and dive right in. Arnoud, please introduce yourself to our YouTube community.
Hi, I'm Arnoud. I'm from Cameroon. I'm 32-year-old. Been trading platform since three years already.
Okay, nice. So, how long have you been trading for, Arnoud?
I started trading since 2018.
Oh, that's a long time. Already 6 years, right?
Oh, yes, I think. But I've been Forex platform since 3 years already.
Okay, really nice. So, do you consider yourself a scalper, a day trader, or a swing trader?
I don't think that really trader who are loyal for just one trading style. I think that there are very few traders who are only scalper, day trader, or other. I will say that I am a day trader who does swing trader time to time depending to market.
Yeah, that's true. I think it is really good to not only be a specific one of the three. So I myself, I'm doing day trading, swing trading sometimes as well, because it really, as you said, it depends on the market and what the market is offering. Sometimes when we are consolidating, I'm also only taking scalps. That's fine as well. I think when you're longer in the trading game, you really get a feeling for what you're going to trade or what the target should be, if you know what I mean. What are your most favorite trading pairs?
I trade gold and forex, okay? But most often in forex there is the pair quote in Japanese yen, because when you do a good analysis of the GPYX index, you can take a trade, you can definitely take a trade to all the Japanese, the GPY currency pair in the same direction. So
Yeah.
that is why I prefer, when I trade Forex, I prefer the GPY pair.
Okay, so you're trading something and GPY as well. So like Euro
Yeah,
GPY.
GPY, GBP, GPY, but my
Mm-hmm.
favorite pair is gold. When it's
Gold.
trading, I prefer the GPY pair, because if I do the good analysis of GPYX index, I can take the same direction of all that pair.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, nice. Briefly describe your trading plan.
For my trading plan, I do the price action and associate it with an indicator for certain confirmation. I also sometimes add exponential moving average, 100 exponential moving average to see the trend. But often, all the time, I use price action, supplies and demand, and trend line. That is my strategy.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. Sounds good. Do you trade during specific trading sessions?
Okay, I trade in the London session. I prefer London session. I often trade in. Sometimes I trade in the New York session, but I prefer London session. I don't really trade in Asian session, because at that time I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I'm
It's not appropriate for me here.
Yeah, I live in Germany, so I think we almost have the same time zone as you in Cameroon. So for me, it's 5:48 now. But I think for myself, it's the same as well. I don't trade Asia because I'm asleep. I sometimes trade
Yeah.
London, but most of the times just New York because the time zone really fits me well in my schedule. But yeah, really good. I mean, you really don't miss anything out if you don't trade Asia because there is so less volume there. Really depends on your style as well.
London is the most important session in forex
Yeah,
market.
yeah,
So when you trade, there's high volatility, you can trade well.
Yeah, that's true. Tell us about your trading history and your journey. What you have been through on your journey over the last 6 years that you have been trading.
The best accomplishment I had is the last year. I received a withdrawal of more than $8,000 from a prop firm last year. I've done some great trades with it that are very profitable.
Yeah, that's great. $8,000 is a lot of money. You did a great job on that.
Yeah, it is a lot of money. It's, here in Cameroon is very big. Is a big money.
Yeah, nice. Okay, cool. What is the typical risk that you are using when you're trading?
Generally, I risk 1% per trade. Okay, but it's all depend of the market I'm trading, and especially on which phase of the challenge I'm in with my profile account. Okay,
Yeah.
because the risk that I take in the evaluation phase is not the same in the founder phase. You know, so that I risk only 1%, but it's depending to the account, if I on the challenge account or founder account.
Okay, nice. So typically 1%. That's good. How long did it take for you to become a consistent, profitable trader?
Since I started trading in 2018, I leave all the other job I'm doing to do trading. Okay, so since 18, I'm live only with trading. So I change my house. I go to another town. I live there. So I live with trading. It's my only job. So I can say that since 3 or 4 years, I'm very profitable.
Okay, nice. Really good. Do you follow a daily trading routine?
When I wake up, I go to the news. I look the news of the day. If the biggest news of the day, I start analysis the pair that I want to trade that day. I place the trade. I set up my take profit, stop loss. I go do other thing because I don't stay from my office all the day. When I place my trade, I go away. I do, because you know that trading is very stressful. So I don't have to stay all the day and watch. Before I watch the graph. No.
Yeah, that's better because in my opinion, if you look at the charts the whole day, it's not that good when you're in a trade, because most of the times, if you see the market is doing something, you sometimes make irrational decisions. Or for me personally, it's this way. So when I'm in a trade, I'm leaving my office as well, because at the end of the day, there's nothing I can do. I set up, like you said, I set up my alerts. If price is doing something, I'm going to get notified. And if not, that's totally fine as well, if you know what I mean. But there is no babysitting needed to just look at the charts the whole day, because at the end of the day, price won't go up just by us looking at the charts, if you know what I mean. So
That is
I see it the same way.
That is a good habit to have in trading.
Yeah, of course. And at the end of the day, we are traders to get freedom and to be independent. So why are some of them are going to be a slave to the markets if they're just watching the markets the whole time? Because you are definitely better off if you leave the charts, do something else and live your life just besides trading, if you know what I mean. And if you stay in the office the whole day, you will get crazy about the charts and you will burn out really fast. So it's a really good habit to just leave the trade when you're in it. Okay.
Yes.
Recap your strategy for successfully passing the FPF evaluation.
I found that FPF, forexprofirm.com, has a good evaluation program, okay? And is constantly innovating FPF. is the one that there's not daily drawdown. I very like it because I think that is easier to success. So I wish to get the largest, the biggest funded account of Forex.
Yeah, that sounds nice. That's a great plan. Okay, the last question is going to be, what recommendations do you have for someone that is starting out with trading?
Okay. If I want to give the advice for some new trader, I advise you to do the profile icon because it's not more stressful than when you put your own money. Okay. And I think that FPF have the good program, especially that what I mentioned, the one that is not daily drawdown. When you take that program, you can easily pass your challenge, okay? Because the max drawdown is very big, is the biggest. The other program don't have that kind of program. So that is the advice that I can give to someone who start trading now. Go to profile and pass your challenge, and it's very important.
Okay, nice, perfect. Arnoud, thank you so much for your time and sharing insights into your trading strategy and how you became funded. If you guys want to know more about FPF, you can go to the first link in the description. That's it for this video today. See you guys in the next interview on the channel. Until next time, happy trading.